The only thing worse than losing in the playoffs is losing to a rival. Losing to the Miami Heat was devastating. The New York Knicks come up short, losing Game 6 to the Miami Heat in the second round, failed to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and it's tough. I'm not sure if this hurts more than 2013 when we failed to go to the Eastern Conference Finals to meet the Miami Heat when we lost to the Pacers. It definitely does hurt, though. Definitely does hurt. Similar to that team, we failed to just reach our full potential. Because beyond the fact of what we should have done going into the season, what was in front of us was the opportunity to go to the Eastern Conference Finals with a number 8 seed that upset the number 1 seed due to Giannis being hurt. And, they beat him. I don't want to disrespect him and say it's just because Giannis got hurt. But we can't argue that it wasn't a big factor. Their 6-man candidate of the year goes down, Tyler Hero, second leading scorer on the team. And we find a way to lose to that team because of effort. A couple of games because of effort. The last game, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the last game. Well, before I go into that, I want to read some of the notes I was writing during the game. So RJ Barrett was aggressive early. 8 free throws in the first 6.5 minutes of the game. That was impressive. Back against the wall, open the quarter. I thought he was on to something. Julius Randle had a big block that led to a fast break to lead to Barrett's 7 and 8 free throws. We had a 14-point lead, 32-17 at one point, and then we just give it up. Just give it up and just let them wear us down in the heat. And I knew they were going to get the white out. I said in the last video, they brought the white out. They went on an 8-0 run and then a 7-0 run. Taba hit 2 big threes. There was a tough call on Brunson to give him his 3rd foul. He was special. I literally wrote that. He's been special. Jalen Brunson kept us in the game. Crazy first half. Crazy game. He played great. 20 in the first half. I'm going to get there. To start the third, we start 0-6. Back against the wall. Coming out of halftime, we start 0-6. Bad shots. 10 of 11 missed shots. Randle was shooting bad, so he makes a 3 to tie it at 56. He comes down the next possession and takes a terrible 3 that leads to a 7-0 run. You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to get good possessions over and over again. A team like the Miami Heat, you have to play slow, methodical basketball sometimes. You have to be efficient. You got to play team ball. Jalen Brunson becomes the only other Knick besides the great Bernard King, whose jersey number should be retired. Number 30 should be retired. Jalen Brunson becomes the only other Knick besides Bernard King to have 4 30-point games in the series, which seems crazy. Patrick never did that. Carmelo never did that. Amari never did it. Allen, Latrell. That's crazy. The Miami Heat was shooting 5 of 18, and we still weren't able to come back from that. We weren't able to take advantage. We talked about it a lot of times. Shout out to my man, Dankfather. MasterBruceCB on Spotify, Twitter. Got some content on there. But we talked about in years past the Heat struggled to score at times. Especially without Tyler Hero, they were struggling to score at times, and we couldn't take advantage because we were playing that one-on-one crap. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. The New York Knickerbockers is really the New York Silk the Shockers, because everybody's saying it ain't my fault and pointing the finger when it comes to offense. How about we have some flow? How about we move it? Set a screen. We're just passing the ball. Where's Jalen Brunson at? Hunting for Jalen Brunson, giving him the ball, dribble handoffs. That's not offense. High schoolers have a more methodical, oh my goodness. 84-89, RJ Barrett gets stripped, and then Strus gets fouled on a fast break with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. Really, I thought that was the game. I kind of thought that was the game. 84-89, down 5, about little under 3 minutes. We needed a basket right there. RJ Barrett gets stripped. stripped. That can't happen. RJ Barrett, after having a great series up to this, had a really last 6 games, played pretty well. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. I said players weren't even looking for their own shot. Then I got to get to it. Jalen Brunson on the last possession. Now again, shout out to my man Jordan Campbell. Jalen Brunson had a fantastic season. He had a fantastic playoff run. He had a fantastic Eastern Conference Eastern Conference semifinals. He had a fantastic game 6. You have to pass that ball 100 times out of 100 times. You have to pass that ball. Shout out to my man Mason Radford. You got to pass that ball. I understand you're the man. I understand this is your house. This is your team. Even though Julius Randle's the All-NBA player, the media, listen, when it came to All-Star, they looked at Julius Randle and said he's All-Star. When it came to All-NBA voting, they said Julius Randle is the All-NBA player. I'm just saying. Now, that's not in the defense of Julius Randle because he played like crap. He has one of the worst, if not the worst, field goal percentage in playoff history. That's really terrible. That's really terrible. Man, I forgot where I was going with that. I forgot where I was going with that point because it's just so bad. The New York Knicks. Let's go to the box score. Julius Randle, 3 of 14. And RJ Barrett was 1 of 10. RJ Barrett made 1 shot. You can't make this up. RJ Barrett made 1 shot. Now again, Donovan Mitchell played terrible. And we're not, I'm mad I even just said that because again, it's just freestyle. We're going up top. That's tough. You made 1 basket. Again, you had the free throws early, 9 and 10 from the free throw line. He had 11 points. Julius Randle had 15 points. He gave us 11 rebounds, 2 blocks, 3 assists. Mitchell Robinson, 2 points on 0 of 2 attempts. Now, there's a couple times he gets missed on alleys, but you got to be able to give us more than just alley. If your only way of scoring a basketball is if we give you an alley, that's tough, Mitchell Robinson. And you're asking for more. And I hate this, and I hate to make it personal because I don't want to be personal. Quinn Grimes, 32 minutes, takes 6 shots. Obi Toppin only gets 12 minutes, takes 5 shots. Obi Toppin has 7 points in 12 minutes. He outscored Mitchell Robinson and Grimes. How does he not? Tom Thibodeau, I'm happy I didn't. Tom Thibodeau, what's up with the rotations? You won Coach of the Year first year with us. Second year had the flop. We're in the 3rd year. First year with Jalen Brunson. I'm not sure if that's going to save you. Ian Begley, seen a report the other day on YouTube saying that he doesn't foresee Tom Thibodeau being fired. We got to do something. How does Derrick Rose not play? Evan Fournier, they said he was sick. Let me see what this says. And this one just says coach's decision. Game 5, they said he was sick. I'll be honest with you, some of me thinks Evan Fournier just didn't want to play because he didn't want to put no tape out there and say, hey, you're not going to blame this on me. But Evan Fournier's got to be gone. Tom Thibodeau, it's hard to believe that this is the best coach to coach the Knicks. I mean, I understand that we talk about the floor. He established the floor. He did this. You have to play guys. How does McBride go over Derrick Rose? I like Miles McBride. He actually played well in the 3 minutes he played. Josh Hart, 5 of 10, scored 11. It's really tough. Jalen Brunson, New York Knicks. The Knicks let Jalen Brunson down. New York Knicks let Jalen Brunson down. He showed to be he's a guy you can depend on, a guy that's willing to play long minutes, play through the grind. I got a lot of respect for Jalen Brunson and what he brought to the Knicks this season, this series, this game. That being said, we right now actually making a video about whether or not Josh Hart made that 3 or not. Because you have to pass that ball right there. You have to. You have to. Shout out to, listen, MasterBruceCB on Spotify, Twitter. On Spotify, I got hours of content. Me and my man Dankfather, me and my man Cashflow, some by myself. We got hours of content. Holla at me. On Instagram, just Master Bruce. on YouTube, MasterBruceCB. Holla at me. Don't hold me like you don't know me. Send it to a buddy. I appreciate you.